Hello everyone and welcome to The Novelist. So this is another game that I got from the Itch Bundle for Racial Justice and Equality and that I wanted to showcase on the channel. So this one it said is all about like kind of living your life and choices and how those things can affect different aspects. So just from looking at it very briefly, I have a feeling that we're going to be somebody who's very like work prone, like we do a lot of work and that could harm our family relationships. But it sounded like a really interesting premise, and so I wanted to go ahead and give it a try. So let's go ahead and hit new game. Oh, select difficulty. So we can either choose stealth, the Kaplans will be able to see you, stay out of sight, or story. They won't be able to see you, so explore freely. I'm bad at stealth, so we're gonna go story. Yes, we'd like a tutorial, please, or else I will be very confused. I don't even know like what those people were that could see us, but okay.
This is it.
Wow, look at this place.
Still can't believe the deal we got.
So we're a family moving into a new home.
Where's my room?
Right up there, buddy.
So we're like a fly on the wall kind of a thing. W. Okay. Look at the letter on the dining room table. Read it by pressing space. Okay. So let's go find the dining room. Here it is. Mr. Kaplan, welcome to your home for the summer. We're very excited to have you. This is one of our most popular properties. I'm sure you and your family will have a memorable visit. We've booked you through August 31st. Your security deposit has cleared and our cleaning service freshened everything up on Saturday. You can buy groceries at McClendon's in town. If you'd like to eat dinner out, there are quite a few restaurants on Meriden Avenue, just off Fairview. If you have any questions or if you run into any trouble at all, please don't hesitate to call. Okay. Look at the light fixture and press space to possess it. You can possess any light fixture in the house by looking at it and pressing space. You can jump from one light fixture to another in order to move through the house more quickly. Okay. So we're some sort of entity. So we're fast forwarding 6 days. They've been in this house. Sounds like maybe they've rented a home for the summer. Somewhere, a summer vacation home. Your goal in each chapter is to figure out the dilemma facing Dan and decide how he should resolve the situation. Okay, so we're some sort of like omnipotent being. Each member of the family desires a different outcome. It's up to you to decide which path to take. If you learn the desires of more than one character, you can uncover compromises that will help the family. So far right now, writer's block. We know 3 characters. I'm assuming a husband and wife and their son. Okay, so return to the office upstairs and look for a clue. So we can emerge with W, so I assume the possession is the most important thing if you're playing on that stealth mode. I kind of just want to look around a little bit. I could see this being a game that we'll do multiple episodes of. For sure, it definitely seems like it's very in-depth. So I want to kind of learn the layout of the house. So somebody paints. My guess is it would probably be the wife. We're in a beautiful wooded area. So This is the kids' room with a adjoining bathroom. Very fancy for a child's room. Oh, okay, we've got the ocean over there. The possession probably makes it go faster. Okay, so we need to read the journal.
Writer's block. I can't believe I just wrote that. Writer's block. There, again. Those two words are apparently the only damn thing I can write. I don't think it's been this bad since high school. Mr. Holder's class, an essay about Faulkner. Dan Kaplan, little-known author of Tramer's Way and Windsong, has run out of steam. Closed my eyes last night and saw a literary register article about myself. That was the first line. Paul wants 3 chapters next week, and so far I've got 2,000 words so sloppy I can barely read them. I cannot blow my schedule. Paul said Grovefield's been very clear about what comes next if I keep slipping deadlines. Why did this happen as soon as we got here? This was supposed to simplify things, but so far it's been nothing but staring at a blank page. Maybe a walk will help, or a long drive, or a drink.
Okay, so I have a feeling that that came across pretty slowly, it was slow, pretty quietly. So I'm just not sure if we want to keep this setting on. It's one that I noticed was available in the settings to turn off, so I could read these instead. But essentially he's struggling with writer's block, and he's worried because it's been hinted at that there will be severe consequences if he keeps missing his deadlines. So we don't want to have that happen, now do we? Each character has a number of writings or drawings to discover. You found one of Dan's. Now you should know what's troubling him. You should search the house for him to discover more about the dilemma. Look for Dan in the upstairs bedroom. Okay, he is indeed here. When you look at a character, you can press space to see what they're thinking about. If this doesn't work... The cloud around Dan's head indicates he's remembering specific moments from the past. You have the ability to explore his memories to learn about the current chapter. Approach Dan from behind, press space to enter his memory. So I thought I was entering him, but apparently I was entering the lamp. Now that you've entered Dan's memory, you can explore it freely. Follow the sounds to locate different moments that are on his mind. When you find a specific moment, press space to uncover more about what's troubling Dan in this chapter. You can exit Dan's memory whenever you wish. You can return to it at any time by approaching him from behind and pressing space. Okay. So we're remembering something that I assume must have happened in the last 6 days, because we've only been in the house for that long. We do have an annoying, like, buzzing background sound. I don't know if you can hear it. Follow the sound to discover memories. Oh, it's supposed to get louder.
It has to.
It has to.
Do you think coming here will help?
Do you think coming here will help? Okay, so they came here with a purpose to help him with his writing. So let's go see what the sun is up to. We haven't seen... Oh, this is not the sun. This is him still. This is another piece.
Tommy rode into town with me today. He saw some kids his age playing on the swings at the park, and I could tell he wanted to go play with them. It got me thinking, did we swing the pendulum too far just to get him away from those bullies? Kids can bounce back quick sometimes. What if this is the worst thing we could have done? Then he asked how Daddy's book was going, and without even thinking, I said, "Great, my man." Felt awful right away. It's a white lie, sure, but why not be honest? When he was younger, he was just a bundle of physical needs, but now he's like a mental, emotional sponge. He's around Linda and me all the time, and I can see him changing every day in 1,000 small ways. That scares the hell out of me. What am I teaching him with a white lie?
Okay, so he lied to his son about how the book is going. Now, it's a pretty... it's a pretty nothing lie, but I'm wondering if that's going to affect how the son's going to feel later if he finds out the book's going really poorly. So we found all the moments in this chapter's memory. You can come back and re-examine them anytime you can explore the character's memories. So let's go ahead and exit. Now that Linda and Tommy are home, you should look for their clues, discover what's on their minds, and explore their memories. If you learn what all the characters want, you can earn additional opportunities to influence the story. So you get more points for being more thorough. So I'm going to try and search around via lights. I can get this to shimmer sometimes. Can I? So this is a picture of Tommy, I think that was his name, and his dad playing some sort of board game. Very cute. You can always press tab to see your progress and find out what you need to do to move forward. You can press escape to view the help screen or adjust options. Alright. So we can see writer's block, search house for more clues, search for memories and clues for Tommy and Linda. Alright, and so if I go here, I can go to options, and I'm going to turn the reading voiceover to off, so then I can read them. It'll be louder for you guys. Here's a journal. Such a crazy thought, the three of us all alone in this house all summer. I never thought we could afford a place like this. But the price surprised us both when we saw it. I wonder if there's something wrong with it. Maybe it has a raccoon problem, a toilet that backs up. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh, and I'm painting again. I've got set up today. Felt a buzz right away. So much time to work. Haven't had a space like this in forever. Probably since I left the studio. I went straight into a new piece today. Got lost. Look up to see it was 2 hours later. I think this new one has promise, though I still have some rust to shake off. Speaking of which, I'm going to check on Dan, see if his new office is doing anything for him. He's pretty frustrated, but he has to figure out something soon or this place won't be any different than home. Okay, so she's getting back into painting, and she's enjoying it.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. You?
So we've just read hers. So much time to paint. So let's go ahead and explore Linda's memories. This is quieter. The sound got quieter. So sorry if I am quiet here. I'm just, figuring stuff out. I think we've done a good job of putting on happy faces for Tommy. If he knows there's something wrong, he's not showing it. We told him it's just a fun family vacation. He seems to like it here so far. But this might be it for Dan and me. Oh no, we're starting off heavy. Neither of us has said the word yet, but I know it's right there under the surface. We've been dancing around it. I can't even bring myself to write the word here. Writing it would be almost as bad as saying it, because once it's there, it becomes real, a thing we have to deal with, and I'm not ready for that yet. We agreed to make this a fresh start. I meant it. I think he did too. Now we just have to treat each day like a new beginning. So it sounds like they're teetering on the brink of divorce. Like, to me, that's what's happening.
I promise.
Me too.
I promise.
So they're promising the new start to each other. To each other. I guess kind of to each other, but to their lives together when they got here. I don't know if we're going to be told when there's nothing left, but I don't hear the sound at all. So
Having fun?
just us all summer? So let's go ahead and explore Tommy's memories. So the wife wants time to paint and write, or just paint. She's writing in a journal, but I don't know if writing is something that she's working on. Obviously, the husband wants his book to do well, and I'm going to assume that both of them are at least currently interested in saving their relationship. We'll see if that, continues to be true as we go on.
We'll have to find out.
Are there any other kids?
Alright, so he wants to know if there are other kids to play with, and the dad said we'll have to find out. I still hear the sound, it's very faint. So he's drawing. He doesn't look very happy, his rendition of him in the drawing. His dad just is there. So it seems like he's not particularly happy about this situation. He wants to go play with the other kids in the park. He hasn't had the chance yet. So we've...
Paint?
So I don't think there's any point. Search the house for more clues is all we've got. So we've just got to look around for stuff. The trash can.
Let's go in the thing.
So we're looking for stuff we can interact with. Of course, all the lamps are going to keep me thinking that I found a clue.
It's just
So we've got whiskey and wine. Can still make it work, is what she's thinking now. So I'm not finding anything downstairs. None of those pictures are clues. Do we need to go back to this? No. That's not new. He has a whole bunch of like balled up pages in the trash. We should read his story. Maybe it's better than he thinks. Maybe he doesn't need to scrap all those things. That would be sad. Oh, hello. Make sure no one bullies Tommy. So Tommy's been bullied before. Okay, we found a new thing. Barb, how are things? Is school still taking up all of your time, or is anything new going on? We've been up here for a week or so. I can already tell it's going to be great for painting. There are hardly any distractions. This house has a room they called the conservatory in the brochure, which really just means a lot of windows. Whatever they call it, it's a great space for working. The second floor blocks most of the northern light, but I'll manage. I took Tommy down to the beach today. You should have seen how excited he was. I wish I'd brought my camera. He kept looking back up at the house. He said he couldn't believe it was so small from down there. He seems to have taken to this place really well so far, which is such a load off our minds. We didn't know what to expect, but so far so good. Anyway, let me know how things are going. Yours, Linda. So she's writing to a friend. You've discovered enough about this character to find out how they want to resolve this chapter. Read their thoughts to learn how you can help them. Okay, so it looks like we need to explore more for everybody. Ideas. Alice listens in on the phone call. Problem. Ruins sympathy for Alice. Solvable. Probably not. Too cheap and easy. Scene at the lake. Alice sees them there. Could definitely work. Comeuppance for Scott. Alice stays innocent. Sarah sees who Scott really is. Yeah, I think that works. So he's got some ideas going for his book. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan, I hope this reaches you before you leave for the summer. I know we went over this in my office, but I think Tommy's a wonderful child. I feel better putting my recommendation in writing. Children develop at different speeds. Tommy shows no sign of a serious learning disorder, so the important thing is to be patient and supportive. Make sure he does his reading exercises each day in a calm, loving environment. Make sure not to show disappointment when he struggles, which he will at first. Show encouragement when he succeeds, as self-confidence is critical at this age. If he fails to make progress with the exercises I've included, you may want to take him to the local pediatrician for further recommendations. I hope this is of some help, and I look forward to seeing Tommy this September. So this seems to be from Tommy's school teacher. So we should be able to read all the thoughts now. Where's my notebook? I know I had something good. To choose this character's outcome, find the object in the blue text and select it. You can continue exploring the house if you'd like to discover what the other characters want to do. Characters' desired objects can be viewed by pressing tab. And play Race and Roger. So Tommy's watching his dad struggle. So he is aware that, okay, so do we pick for one? Okay, selecting Race and Roger will choose Tommy's resolution for this chapter. Dan and Linda will be disappointed. However, if you discover Dan or Linda's desired outcome, you'll be able to find a compromise with one of them in the next chapter. Press Escape to continue playing, or E to choose the outcome and finish the chapter. What do we do? Who do we pick? I mean, I'm not leaning towards Tommy's choice. I'm leaning towards Dan's, I think. We didn't really get more about, like, what they're wanting. Linda wants success with her painting. She also wants success for her husband, though, and I'm sure I mean, oh god, I'm really bad at making these kinds of decisions. I'm just gonna stare at the ground. Okay, I think we're gonna go for Linda's choice. So, this is all we have. So I'm gonna have them hang out, I assume, like they used to. And then hopefully in the next chapter we can get a compromise. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this chapter with the bottle of wine. The Kaplans are asleep. Explore the house for clues about its past, then whisper your decision to Dan. Okay. Slightly weird. I am going to end this episode here, though. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'm the Purple Pegasus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.